What's up, you guys? Godzilla Fan Freaks coming at you today with another video, and sorry I haven't been very active here on the channel or on my Facebook page. Just been really busy, a lot of stuff going on. Really glad, of course, as you can tell, found my tripod, a lot better camera angle and stuff now. Back to that good old stuff. Really glad I found that tripod. Don't know what I would do without it. But as the title of this video says, I'm going to be going over my Tucson Comic-Con haul. This past weekend was the 11th annual Tucson Comic-Con, and by far, still my opinion, Tucson Comic-Con is the best Comic-Con in Arizona, period. Phoenix, it's a lot bigger, a lot more people, a lot more panels, whatnot. Still doesn't compare. My first swing with Phoenix Comic-Con it just sucks. It's just not that great. Tucson Comic-Con, still the best con in Arizona. But before I get into my Tucson Comic-Con haul, which, of course, it includes a lot of different stuff, but I wouldn't be doing a video at all if it didn't include some Godzilla items. But before I get into that, I'm going to finally get around to my care package that I got from the United Kingdom, since they did their first ever UK Kaiju convention at the beginning of August. I know, August, and now here we are in November, finally getting around to what they sent me, which was a while ago. But again, just been busy, haven't really had the time to really sit down and do any videos. And when I have had the time, I've been wiped out. So here we are, Monday. I'm kind of taking today to recover from over the weekend and everything like that. And so just going to dive right on into it. Of course, they sent me a thank you card. Thanks for being a great team member and stuff like that. I try to do what I can. It's still a great honor that they appointed me the main Godzilla YouTuber for the United Kingdom. Still blows my mind. And I just try to do what I can for them over here in the States. So, but just to get on to what they really sent me, they sent me the flyer for the convention. They all signed it, which is really, really cool. Really love this flyer. This is a great piece of Kaiju convention history right here. Really awesome. Really glad to have this. Definitely going to get it framed. That way it's protected and all that jazz. Really awesome. They have their custom-made Kaiju, which they dubbed the name George on here. They also did send me a card with George, like a Kaiju playing card with George on it. But I forgot to grab it for this video, and I don't really feel like taking the time to either stop the video or get up and get it, whatever. So, but they also sent me that as well. But this is really cool to have. Really happy to have this. And of course, they also sent me the print that Matt Frank did for the convention that has Gorgo facing off against Titanosaurus in the ocean. Really, really awesome print. Really happy to have this special limited print. This is great. Really happy to have this guy. Next up, the last thing that they sent me was a little fridge magnet with the UK Kaiju Group logo on it, which is pretty much Gorgo with a bifocal. Is that what you call those single glass pieces that you have with the chain and whatnot? I think it's a bifocal, I think that's the name of it. I could be totally wrong. Sorry if I am. But yeah, so that's really awesome. Little mini fridge magnet with the UK Kaiju Group logo and the website and stuff on the bottom. Really cool. Really happy to have that. Hopefully that's showing up good on the camera. And now to the bread and butter of this video, my Tucson Comic-Con haul. Still have my weekend pass wristband on. Gotta take that off eventually. But I thought I'd keep it on for the video, you know. And the first thing I want to get to is something that's really cool, and I'll tell you the story behind it. Me and my friends, and even my girlfriend, we all play the Dragon Ball Super card game. We're really into that. We really love making the decks around our own characters, our favorite characters, stuff like that. And so me and my friend Lawrence, on the last day, we decided to split what was called an ultimate box. And it was a box that had a bunch of cards in it. And I guess it also came with a binder and some, binder pages for cards and everything like that. So lots of really cool stuff. But little did we know that we also got a free mat with the purchase of it. And it's like, well, we split the box. There's two of us. Who gets the playing mat? And so we ended up playing for it. And, of course, long story short, I wouldn't be talking about it if I didn't win. So I won the mat. We shook hands fair and square. He went home with pretty much the majority of the cards. I only took pretty much kind of like the Frieza type cards and the Vegeta leader, because I like Vegeta, and of course Frieza is my favorite character overall. So that's what I got out of the box, and then he went home with pretty much the majority of the rest of the cards, and he got the box and the binder and all that jazz. So here, I will show you guys the mat that we got with the purchase that I ended up winning in a game, Dragon Ball Super. Really awesome mat. That is really, really cool. Love that mat. Can't wait to start using it in some games and whatnot. But really happy that that I won it, basically. So that was cool. Really happy to have that mat. Really awesome. Next thing, pretty much a random buy at Tucson Comic-Con. Not something I was looking for. I just saw it and I just kind of had to come home with it. And that is a Lego Triceratops. Like, it is a you got the Lego things. It is a Lego figure. And the Triceratops is my favorite dinosaur. So, and this guy spoke to me. I saw him and I was like, you know what? I really, really like this guy. I kind of want to come home with him. And so I did. I don't have any Legos. I'm not a collector of Legos or anything like that. But being my favorite dinosaur, I like this guy. I like the design. The design, the look of him looks cool. The colors look cool. The way his horns have these little curves in them and whatnot, really cool. So, really happy to get this guy, Pretty much random buy. I just saw it and I was like, I really like that. I want to come home with that guy. So I did. So got that guy. Probably my favorite buy of this year's Tucson Comic-Con. Really happy to have this. Like, you have no idea. It's not a legit product release. It's a bootleg, I guess you would call it. But I've already watched some of it. The quality's good. The disc, all that stuff is good. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. And it is the complete series of the Spiderman animated cartoon, which came out in the 90s. And this is a staple of my childhood. I grew up watching this cartoon. And yeah, just really happy to have this. Again, even though it's a bootleg, the quality's good. It's all 65 episodes, 10 discs, and it only cost me $45. If you look online anywhere like that for the legit releases that they did of this, which wasn't very many, I want to say there might be only one legitimate release of this series, or two. But in the end, you're looking almost $200 damn for that set, and that's way out of my price range. Like, I love the show, but not necessarily to spend that much money on that. So, really happy to have this. Again, watching a little of what I already have throws me back to my childhood. The opening, all that stuff, the music, everything. Just love it. So really happy to have this. Probably my favorite buy this year. Really awesome. Really great find. Really happy to have this. And glad it's of great quality. Really great buy. And then, of course, the day after I bought that, watching a little bit of it, I got drawn into my favorite Marvel villain character again, which is the Lizard. And, of course, what do I find? I find this is the figure line for that series, and what do I find? I find the Lizard. This would in reality, I love the packaging. I love the blister cart for this guy. And I'm always one to open up stuff and everything like that, but I'm really thinking about keeping this guy in the package. You know what I mean? I love the Lizard. I would love to display this guy. But I think I'm going to keep him in the packaging. Like, just really awesome. And again, this is the Lizard from the cartoon. And it's like, that's what made this guy my favorite character overall, like, in this was from this cartoon series. Like, I always liked the fact that this guy was a humanoid lizard, whatnot, but it was this series, seeing him in the episodes that he was in, that drawn me to him. And finding this was a great find the next day, and I just couldn't resist. At $20 at that, too. Not a bad price for something that came out in the 90s. Not bad at all. Really happy to get this guy. So, another good find. Thanks to this, throwing me back. Let's see, what do I want to get onto? I'm going to probably save the Godzilla stuff for last. You know what I mean? Save that stuff for last. The next thing I ended up buying was Lucius Malfoy's, for you Harry Potter fans out there. I ended up picking up a replica of his wand. So maybe in the future it wouldn't be something very hard to cosplay. I just need black robes, a really long blonde wig, and that's about it. And I just ended up picking up a replica of Lucius Malfoy's wand. Pretty cool. I was like, I always liked his wand, how it was pretty much the tip of his cane that he had with the snake head and everything. Or the basilisk, whatever you want to call it. Snake, basilisk, whatever. And, yeah, so picked that up. Pretty happy about that. Really cool. Really nice little replica item. Really happy to pick that up. Moving right along here. Again, sorry you guys that it's been a while since I put out anything. I'm trying to get there. I just haven't been able to buy stuff lately, so I haven't been able to do reviews on anything. You know what I mean? So it's been kind of hard to do content. Because again, with a lot of stuff here, is a majority of it Godzilla stuff? No, and it's like, I know that my reviews in the past on like Predator things and Star Wars stuff and even some superhero stuff, it just doesn't draw the attention. Not like I care about views or anything like that, but I care about putting out stuff that you guys actually like want to watch and care about. So it's like me putting out a Star Wars review of something or whatever it is, and it gets maybe in the range of 10 to 17 views, versus when I put out a video about something Godzilla that gets on the upwards of 100, maybe more views. It's just like, I want to put out stuff that you guys like, Sure, it makes me sad that, and kind of makes me feel like I waste my time doing reviews of other things, but it's not like I care about that. I just want to put out stuff that you guys enjoy. So the more views, it's like, okay, they really want me to focus on that, so that's what I'm going to do. So anyway, enough blabbering about that. Time to get on to, I told myself, no more artwork. I don't need any more artwork. I don't even have enough wall space as it is. You know what I mean? So, again, when we finally get our own house and everything down the road, me and my girlfriend, when we get to that point, definitely going to be putting up all the posters, all the artwork we have. Like, our walls are just going to be filled with the stuff that we like. And I just had to give in because these were too cool to pass up, especially the deal. The deal on these prints were 1 for $30, 2 for $40. So it's like you're getting the second one for $10. I might as well get 2 of them, right? So I saw one that I really wanted, and then the other one I ended up picking up was this one right here. And these are like 3D prints of, this is Spawn, and of course it changes. Hopefully the camera picks this up and I'm doing it right so you guys can see the change. But they're 3D prints and they also like change. So this one here is Spawn when he has his mask not on, and then when he has his mask on. So really, really cool. Really cool. I'm hoping this is showing up. But really cool to grab that. That was the second one I ended up picking up. The first one I saw, my opinion, is the best and coolest one they had. And the Dragon Ball Z warning coming up here. This is Trunks when he slices Frieza in half. Like, that is just way too cool. Again, I hope that this is showing up on camera. And I'm getting it to do its thing so you can see the two different pictures that are on this thing. Because this is the best one when Trunks slices Frieza in half. This is so freaking cool. Like, oh, this was too awesome for me to pass up. Again, hands down the best one that they had. Too cool. Sorry if I'm showing it there a little bit long. I just want to make sure that the change in the picture is showing up because it really is cool. All right, down to the Godzilla stuff, which is only 2 things, sadly. I was going to buy an X Plus. There was some X Plus there, and the only X Plus that I already didn't have that kind of spoke to me was the Diamond Reissue Chainsaw Gigan. But of course, when I got there on Saturday, somebody already bought it, and and bought a whole bunch of other Godzilla stuff that guy had. So it's like, I live here in Tucson, Arizona. Whether this guy was from out of state, I don't know. Where are these Godzilla fans in Arizona? It's like, you should know about me already. We should meet up. We should hang out, talk Godzilla, all that stuff. One thing for next year, since I know the owner of Tucson Comic-Con, I'm definitely going to talk to him on trying to maybe do a panel about Godzilla and Kaiju and stuff. Since I don't want to say everything's hot right now, but it's booming. We got all these movies, Kong Skull Island, the Pacific Rim films, the Godzilla series that's coming out, Godzilla King of the Monsters next year. There's still, comics and stuff that are, relevant and everything like that. There's all this stuff, figures, and just do a panel, like, an hour-long panel just talking about this stuff, where people can pick things up, how you can get stuff from overseas, like, what's your favorite kaiju, just have a good time and talk with other Godzilla fans, because I love doing that. I just love talking with them. That's what I love about G-Fest. We all love the same thing. We can all agree and just talk about all these different things, our dislikes, our likes, and just not be at each other's throats, even though some people in this fandom kind of are. They get all freaked out and attack people. But I'm definitely going to try to do a panel next year. So hopefully that happens. And who knows, maybe I'll be able to do it Saturday and Sunday, the 2 main days. So fingers crossed for that. That would be really cool for me to host a panel and stuff about that. Most definitely. But anyway, enough blabbering. Let's get on to these last 2 items here, so this video's not too long. The Godzilla Anime. I've seen the 2 episodes. The 3rd one is going to be coming out. I can't tell you where I'm at on it because I really didn't like Godzilla's design. I still kind of don't. And the anime is just kind of, not that it has to be fast-paced, action-packed all the time. Like, the first episode was alright. I kind of like the story. How, we've been away from Earth for so long. It's been taken over. We're back, trying to get it back and everything like that. Then the second episode got really slow. Mechagodzilla was a disappointment. Just all that stuff. And it's like, I'm kind of 50-50 on the anime. It's like, to me, it's alright. It's not the freaking best. And just because it is another version of Godzilla, I finally picked up and bit the bullet on a Bandai of the anime Godzilla, or Godzilla Earth, however you want to take it. And instead of just getting the plain one that's all one color and everything like that, I decided to go with the Bluefin. And since this was the last one that the guy had. So I was like, definitely going to pick that up. Had the tag attached, but of course that's going to be removed in the review. Save that for those tag cringers, I like to call them. Anyway, so pick this guy up finally. So now I have this Godzilla design in my collection. That's fine. That's the only thing I need. He'll be in my Godzilla Bandai lineup that I had, set up whenever I do get that set up again. Because again, I only have a limited amount of stuff set up right now. The rest of it's kind of in storage. So, but this guy will definitely be in that Godzilla lineup of all the different designs. So, yeah, really happy to have this guy. Again, I'm not keen on the design. I was kind of just like, I gotta at least have one thing from it, and might as well just get Godzilla himself. Done. Over with. That's it. So, cool. All right. The last thing I got. I have seen this thing at Tucson Comic-Con for the last, I want to say 3 years now. Today would be, this past weekend would have been the 3rd year that I've seen it at Comic-Con. And of course I bought it. I even saw it at Phoenix Comic-Con last year. Because this dealer is, I guess he has a booth up there in Phoenix too. And again, last year at Tucson Comic-Con though, or was it even Phoenix? I can't remember. My friend Scott him and Han, he wasn't sure if he was going to pick it up or not. He eventually didn't. And again, me seeing it all these times, I was like, all right, I've done some model kit building. I feel comfortable with it now. I can feel comfortable paying the price that it was. and not feeling like it's just going to sit in the box, never put it together, and feel like I wasted 90 bucks. So I ended up picking up the Super X2 1/144th scale model kit. And this has the Super X2, and then of course has the Maser tank down here. And this is of course from Godzilla vs. Biollante. And again, I feel comfortable with model kits now. I've done a couple of them now. My first one that I bought last year was Final Form Frieza, and my friend Lawrence, who does model kits, helped me put that one together. And then for my birthday, he picked me up Piccolo. I did that one myself. So now I feel really comfortable that I can actually build stuff now and, you know, not be afraid of putting stuff together. So that's what made me get this. And it's just awesome. I love the Super X. My favorite mecha, I guess you could call it a mecha. I don't know. No, because the mecha is like Mecha Godzilla and Jet Jaguar and stuff. Godzilla defense military thing. You know, I love all the Super X's, but the Super X2 is definitely my favorite. The Super X3 definitely my least favorite. The first Super X is second place. But this is awesome. Can't wait to start building this. And again, definitely reviews to come just on Godzilla here. And once I get it built, the Super X and the Maser tank. So definitely look forward to that in the future. But really cool, really awesome buys this year. Really good finds. Again, the Spiderman 90s animated series has to be my top buy for this year. I mean, even though the Godzilla stuff is cool, this right here has to be my favorite find. So anyway, you guys, again, reviews to come later on down the road. I'm going to try to at least be a little more active on the Facebook page, taking pictures of stuff and posting and stuff like that. That way, at least I'm giving some of you who are on Facebook that follow the page and like it some content. Because I don't know when I'll get around to doing these reviews. I'm going to try to do as quickly as I can, you guys. Hopefully now with the holidays coming up, I'll have a little bit more time. You know what I mean? Work kind of slows down a little bit for me. Not a lot. But hopefully I'll have some more free time with the holidays coming up. So hopefully it shouldn't be too long for some reviews. Definitely also going to review the two minifigures that Chris, the retired Goji Fan 93, sent me. I do plan to do reviews on those, even though they're tiny. But just because they mean something to me. And again, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, sorry content's been few and far in between. I'm sorry, you guys, but I am still here. I am still active in the Godzilla community. I just haven't been buying stuff online because I haven't had the funds necessarily. This is good because this was local. I could just go take cash out at the bank and bam, I'm ready. But as far as X Plus and all that stuff, I'm really behind. And I don't know if I'm ever going to catch up at this point. So it doesn't mean I'm leaving. I'm still going to be around, but content's just going to be few and far in between. But, so sorry for my fans that really like me. I do appreciate your support always, though, you guys. So anyway, like always, we are Godzilla Fan Freaks. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Go check out the Facebook page, Godzilla Fan Freaks. You know, give it a like. Check out all the different Godzilla groups. The UK Kaiju Group, Godzilla Collectors Group, X Plus Collectors Group. So many different things. Buy your stuff at awesomecollector.com, flossies.com. You know, I don't know how else I'm supposed to get stuff out there. Just do all that stuff, okay, you guys? And we'll look forward to seeing you all in the next video, and we'll see you then. So we are Godzilla Fan Freaks. I'll catch you guys later. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you.